Hello fellow freedom seekers and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to our pitch for the season for our touring caravan. Today I'm going to discuss one of the most exciting topics you can imagine, which is money. And how much does it cost to live in a caravan full-time, per month or per week, per person? Yes, I did maths for you because I thought that probably there are freedom seekers out there who want to live in a touring caravan full-time, but maybe you are not interested in working as campsite wardens. So, this is our seasonal pitch. This is our setup here. We have access to electrics, we use gas, and we use site facilities. And there are some monthly living costs associated with us being here on the pitch. So I'm going to share them with you today, and I hope you will enjoy the video. Yeah, we will be talking about money today, so I hope you will give this video a like and stay tuned in and watch till the end to find out how much it would cost us per person per week if we had to pay for everything here on site. And let's start with the biggest cost, which is the cost of the pitch. This is the biggest privilege when you work as campsite staff. You get your pitch for free. You get your spot for your tourer or motorhome, but how much would it cost us if we had to pay for the pitch? Well, it depends, because different sites have different tariffs. On some sites, there is only one type of a pitch and every single pitch costs the same per night. Here, in Hidden Valley, there are, I believe, 3 different types of pitches and 3 different rates and 3 different standards. So this is the cheapest. This is a small, hard standing pitch. And for the sake of this video, I'm going to give you an average price. So I compared different prices of pitches throughout the season, and I came up with a rough average number per night. So the average of this pitch, basic hard standing in the mid-season, and this pitch, a larger pitch, larger hard standing, much bigger area with full service. I also compared the price of the biggest paved pitch here. So this is a space for your tourer, your car, your awning, your grass. All of this on average will cost you £28.50 per night. And that includes water, and it doesn't include electrics, because on this site every single pitch has a smart meter. And customers use prepaid cards to load their credit on the meter, just like you would do with a prepayment meter at home. So I will talk about electrics in a minute in detail, because for the first time ever since we've lived on wheels, we actually know how much electricity we use per day and what's the cost of this electricity. But let's talk about the pitch first. So the average cost of an average pitch throughout the year, comparing low season, mid season and high season, the final figure I came up with, comparing different tariffs here on this side in Hidden Valley, it is £28.50 per night. Times 30, if you want to calculate the cost of the pitch per month, £28.50 times 30 is £855 a month. If there are 2 of you, that will be 425 and a few pennies per month, per pitch, per person. So it's better to have a buddy and split this rent. This is an equivalent of rent, isn't it? When you live in a tourer or in a motorhome, your fee, your price of pitch is the equivalent of your rent. It's probably the biggest cost you will have to cover when you live on wheels full-time. To sweeten the message about £855, here are some lovely views of nature around us. That's all included in the tariff. Right, let's talk electricity and the electric hookup. So here in Hidden Valley in North Devon, every single customer gets a meter card when they arrive, and they can load credit on their card, and they just tap a card on the meter just like you would do at home with your prepayment meter. So when we first arrived, we were told that the cost of unit of electricity, which is 1 kilowatt per hour, costs here 28 pence. And we, as staff, we have an allowance and we can use 10 units of electrics per day, and that's included in our package here. So our daily allowance is 280. Let's round it up to £3 a day to make maths easier for me, because I'm a linguist, not a mathematician. So when we first moved in and we used our electric heater, we used electric water heater, we didn't care, and we were not careful with electricity because, hey ho, this is actually the first time we are on a meter and there are limits. So at first we were spending £10 a day. Can you imagine? Tenner a day just for your electric. That was the worth of our usage in the first week. After that, we learned to reduce our usage. We turned most of the appliances off, and now I would say that our fair usage per day is £3, and we try to stick to it. So £3 per day, 90 quid a month for a normal electricity usage, with occasional usage of electric heater for heating. And how did we reduce our electric bill? Let's say we started to use gas for heating. So this is our meter, and every day, every morning we check the balance. At the moment it's, oh, there is a spider, hello baby, 33.87, that's the balance for today. So every morning we check and we monitor our usage. Since we started using gas for heating the caravan, our electric usage dramatically reduced. So we got ourselves 2 gas cylinders. They are 13 kilograms each, and they cost £45 each to refill. So this is our gas. This is £90 of gas here. So how much of this gas have we used in the last month? We are still on our first gas cylinder, and for heating and cooking we used about half of the cylinder, so about £22.50 worth of gas. Of course there are those gas cylinders you can refill, but we thought that we will be only here for 6 months in a year, in summer months, spring months. We will not be here in winter, so we decided against investing hundreds of pounds in those gas cylinders which you can top up with LPG. We used to have one like that in our motorhome, but back then in 2018 one cylinder cost us about £200, so for 2 it will be, probably these days it will be even more. I don't even know what's the price for those cylinders are these days. You could tell me in the comments. Anyway, we are doing traditional gas cylinders, and I would say that our average monthly usage now in early spring, when we still have to turn the heating on, is worth about £22.50 a month. Are you still with me? Are you still watching? Don't worry if you lost track of the numbers. Towards the end of the video I will repeat all the figures, and we will calculate the monthly cost of living in a caravan on a touring pitch on a campsite in North Devon in 2025. I will do it per pitch, and then we will divide it by 2, so you will have a number per person. So I assume it will be a couple living in a caravan, sharing the costs between them, and I actually have a weekly figure per person per week. So keep watching because it's worth it. Don't forget to give this video a like, and if you haven't subscribed yet to the channel, please do, because it's free and it's marvelous. It's worth it because you will not miss out on any new content. You will help me a lot. You will give me a boost and a reason to make more videos for you guys. Luckily on this side the use of showers in the shower block is free. Some sites charge per shower, and there are money boxes next to the showers and you have to insert coins. I'd never stayed on a site like this, or maybe I stayed once, and I remember we were allowed 1 shower a day, and we had some credit. If you wanted to shower more than once a day you had to pay. Luckily here in Hidden Valley showers are free and they are lovely. Have you noticed that there is a normal tap on the shower? There's no time limit. rare these days. So showers are free, but if you want to wash your clothes, and you will want to wash your clothes, you will have to pay. So what's the cost of laundry on the site? It's £5 per wash, but bear in mind this is a massive industrial machine, and unless you have very wide, delicate tops, you can just throw everything together in one wash. And if you can get away with one load per week, and a couple I think could, so it will be £5 for washing, £1 for 20 minutes of drying. I think an hour should be enough to dry your stuff in this massive tumble dryer. So it's £8 per wash and one drying cycle. If you can get away with just one load per week, it will cost you £32 for one load of washing and one load of drying. Of course, in summer months, you will be drying outside to save money. So it's £32 with one wash per week. If you need two, it will balloon to £64 a month just to keep your clothes clean and fresh. It all adds up pretty quickly, but I have a sweet message for you. You will not be paying council tax. Ho, ho, ho! That's probably the sweetest aspect of living on wheels, either in a motorhome or in a caravan. You don't pay the dreaded council tax, which keeps rising. And when I moved into the UK in 2005, I could actually see where my council tax was going and how this money was spent and invested, and in a way given back to me in services. These days, I don't see it anymore. Let's find a nice spot where I could sit down and do a recap of these figures and give you the final figure per month, per person, actually even per week. I have a weekly figure per person. Yes, let's find a nice spot to sit down and talk business. Can you see the stream? Yes, you can see the stream. Okay, the final summary of the costs of just living on site. So I didn't include the costs of food, the costs of keeping a car on the road, mobile phones, clothes, and so on, because these are different for every single person, and you know exactly what are your average monthly costs for that. So this is a video covering the pitch, electric, gas, and laundry on site. So per month we said £28.50 per 30 nights. It's £855 for your pitch on average. Electric's £3 per day times 30, it's 90 quid. Gas, I would say about half of the gas cylinder in cooler months. When you use it for heating, it costs us about £22.50. And 4 washes a month and 4 drying cycles for your clothes, that's £32. And the grand total is £999.50. So it's just under £1,000 per month. So if we divide it by 2, if you want to do it as a couple, you want to live in a tourer as a couple, you want to live full-time in a caravan on a holiday park or on a campsite where you would have to move every 4 weeks, per month, per person, it will cost you just under £500, £499.75. And if we divide it by 4, and we have a weekly cost of about £125 per person per week for living in your tourer on a campsite. Is that a lot? Is that okay? Is it affordable? How does it compare to living in a house? Let me know, because you know the costs of living in brick and mortar much better than I do, because hey ho, guess what? I haven't done it since 2018. So now I've been out of brick and mortar for 7 years. Yes, I had an episode of living in a cottage, but the cottage was included in my pay package. We didn't pay a penny for bills, facilities, services. So about £125 per week per person, £250 per week for a couple, about £1,000 per month. This is my estimate, rough, very average cost of just keeping your van on a touring site or a campsite. And let me know what you think about this figure. Let me know if it would be reason for you or motivation to start to live in your caravan or not. Maybe it's too expensive and too uncomfortable. I'm dying to read your reactions and your comments, and please remember that we read every single comment and we respond to every single comment. So thank you very much for watching, guys, and see you in the next video. And I hope you enjoyed this one. New video every Wednesday and a live stream every Sunday evening, 7 p.m. UK time. See you then. Bye bye.